Good afternoon, everybody. Cheryl Elisa for Urban Akron. Today I'm sitting here with six beautiful ladies for Micah Stevens Fashion Week. They all have their own individual talent. So we're going to start at the end over here with Miss Danita. I want you guys to go down the line individually, let them know your name, and tell them what you're about.
I am Danita Jones, Postway. I am the owner and CEO of Danita's Queens Earwear and Accessories. I design jewelry.
Hello, I am Jackie Bertolet. I am lead fashion designer for RJ Luna Haute Clothier. I'm a commercial photographer and I'm launching a brand new magazine, the only one that does high couture, featuring talent from Ohio and the Midwest. And it's called Haute Ohio Magazine.
Hello, my name is Tamara Anderson. I am the owner of Style by Paisley. I design clothes, I design bow ties. I also, what shall I say? Style by Paisley is a brand. It's mentoring, it's community involvement, things of that nature. Again, I'm Style by Paisley. Oh, and also a radio personality for WAKR.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Tracy Lanier, and I'm the CEO and founder of Michael Stevens Fashion Week. I produce fashion shows and also have a lingerie company, the Divas Treasure Chest.
Hi, my name is Terry Vine. I'm co-owner of Beauty for Ashes by Suki. I am, of course, a makeup artist.
Hello, I'm Monique Wilborn. I'm the founder and CEO of Dangerous Curves Fashion Week, and I'm also the owner of Curvology, which we specialize in women's shapewear, corsets, and just letting women know to just embrace your curves and love who you are.
Okay, great. Ladies, I want to tell you guys right now before we start, all six of you guys look amazing. You look pretty, makeup look good, clothes look hot. And this is what it's about to our audience. It's about fashion, it's about jewelry, it's about makeup. That's what we got going on with this show here today. So I want to start all six of you ladies. I want you to answer this question for me. And since you have the microphone, Monique, we're going to start with you first. What made you decide to become a designer? What made you decide to come that? Or your craft? What made you get to that level to your craft?
Well, I would have to say, growing up, I've been up and down sizes. When you are, I would say, a mid-size model, I guess you would say, or size sexy, not plus. You kind of,
Right.
clothes go up and down. So for me, finding corsets and finding cute things is just I couldn't find it. I didn't want to wear muumuus. That's not cute. So for me, it's just finding what works for me, and that's kind of how I got started. I did it as a hobby at first, and then most women was like, "Well, where can I get this from? How can
Okay.
I, you know, get the items that you have?" And that's how I started.
Okay. Terry, you and your makeup looks good, by the way. It really does. It looks
Thank you.
flawless, and I love it. So let the audience know what made you decide that you wanted to become a makeup artist.
Well, I've always been an artist, and makeup kind of was my thing, but not as far as a business. I actually went to college for forensics and loved, working with
Really?
dead people. Yes.
What made you change it?
Well, I don't know. Actually, I did a fashion show slash uh, photo shoot for Monica, and from there it just took off from doing makeup for her. I ended up in filming,
Okay.
so and it just been going ever since then. So I really never used the forensics other than in the movies when I'm making real people look dead.
Okay. Okay. But
but
that's what made you.
yeah, I mean I've always did makeup, but what intrigued me was doing FX makeup because basic makeup is easy to me, but FX makeup, so I'm kind of in love with both.
Okay. Okay. That sounds good. Tracy.
Where to start with this? Well, I started in 1996 with an at-home company called Bazaar Express, something I developed myself. I like to shop, so I started doing personal shopping and selling like bags, handbags, and clothes of that nature. I turned my living room and dining room into a store, and people would come and shop with me before they went to the club. So they could
Okay.
get everything except for a bra and panties with me. But socks, anything they needed to go to the club, they could do that. And then later on, I just transferred the company a little bit, and I named it for my sons, Micah and Steven. One wasn't commercial, so And
Okay.
then from the clothing came the lingerie. And I've been in love with lingerie since I was 16.
16.
Yeah, my mom gave me a camisole and a pair of tap pants.
Uh,
And she said women are always supposed to look good, even underneath their clothes. And when they go to bed, they're supposed to look beautiful. So that's what happened.
that's where it came off. Okay. And Samara?
Well, I tell you, I've always been a dresser. I've
Yes,
always
you have.
I've
Yes, you have.
always liked different style. I can go from jazzy to conservative to rock star. Whatever occasion, I was able to just keep it neat and keep it classy. But it was always still an expression of me. So what I decided to do was to start styling people because I noticed that I could look at a person and I could dress them from head to toe. And a lot of people, they can put clothes on, but they cannot dress. So I noticed that I was starting to see people and say, oh, they should have, put this on or put that on. So I started styling people. And then I said, well, let me start designing. I know how to, I asked for a gift. I wanted a gift, and that was one of the gifts that I was given was sewing. So I was able to put that eye for fashion together for looking at a person, seeing what looks good on them, and seeing if I could find that item. If I wasn't able to find that item, then guess what? I designed it. I went from designing clothes to I'm also looking at bow ties. I do men bow ties also. So I decided that there were some bow ties out there. I looked at the style was kind of plain, so I said, well, let me see if I can put a twist to a bow tie. Did a bow tie on a fluke. Just was playing with fabric. Put two different patterns together, polka dot and houndstooth, and all of a sudden there was the birth of Style by Paisley bow ties. Um, and all I and I started then Tracy pulled me in, said let's do a fashion show, and there was the birth of Style by Paisley. It was just something that I already had in me, but I didn't know that it could become something that would become that would become so that I would become so well at and people would love it also.
Okay.
So that's the history of Style by
Okay.
Paisley.
Okay. Jackie?
Um, well, when I was 14, my aunt taught me how to sew the basics. And I started sewing because I was tall and thin and there was nothing on the shelf that fit me. So I learned how to sew my own clothes. And over the years, I would wear something, and like Monique, people would comment. Along the way, I got my degree in commercial photography and graphic design and fell into the fashion by other people asking me for clothing. I launched my line RJ Luna in 2008, and we started in lingerie for evening wear.
Okay.
We felt like it was you could go to bed beautiful and still be comfortable and still be alluring and sexy. So we started there, and within a year, people were asking me for day clothes. And now I specialize in custom couture, one of a kind, in ready to wear um, couture, red carpet, and resort.
Okay. That sounds great. Danita?
Yes, I'm just self-educated and self-taught. I'm a surviving heart patient. Had a few friends introduce me to crafting, eco crafting, using recyclables and things of that nature. A friend named Tamika Pearson and Takita Rankin. And at first I wasn't interested in it, but then when I made my first pair of earrings, it was very therapeutic for me, and it turned into something that I started to enjoy. So um, I'm also kind of hyper. So that helped. So one pair turned to five pair turned to 15 pair, and so on and so on. And then people started to notice. All of my pieces are made out of recyclable materials. I use fabrics, plastics, old clothes, anything I can get my hands on, paper, anything that I can get my hands on to make. reasonable, economical, lightweight pieces that are fashionable and easy to wear anywhere. I make conservative pieces. I make pieces for sports attire, anything that is trendy and fun and lightweight. A lot of women will like to wear a big earring, but they don't want the weight of the earring. A lot of women, we like jewelry, but we have lost thousands of dollars of jewelry at parties and things like that. My pieces are so economical, they can be replaced easily, and I'm enjoying Danita Queen's earwear and accessories, and I shock myself sometimes at the things I
Okay,
can do.
we're going to take a break right now, and we will be back after this commercial break. Cheryl Elisa for Urban Akron. We're back, Urban Akron, Cheryl Elisa. I just asked Jackie this question, and I want to ask Tracy now. What inspired you to become a designer? I said earlier, not the fact that you guys decided to be a fashion designer, but what inspired you for fashion?
Really just liking to shop and to spend money. And I figured if people were buying from me, then they could spend more money and I could shop more. So that was the first thing. But just seeing how the lingerie would transform people. One minute you have this shy woman, and next minute, she's bold. The man is happy. So I like doing stuff like that.
Okay. Okay, that sounds good. So my next question to you ladies, Tamir, I want to ask you this question. And when this is the thing again I wanted to say real quick. A lot of people think that they know fashion, but they don't. I think I can dress. I don't know. I may not have the eye for it. Someone might be better than I am, but this is the thing. How do you select your materials? How do you go about selecting your materials for designing?
First of all, I consider the season, the item that I'm actually making. How durable would it be for the person that I'm making it for, designing it for? Also, I just kind of it's almost you want to get to a point where you just you could feel it. The material actually screams to you
Hmm.
that is this should be made with this. This should be designed with that. So I that's how I pick my material and how it would go with another material. How would it how would it fit with another material? So that's kind of how I pick mine. Um, it's it comes easy once you start to look around and see things how how it flows, how it moves, and everything. So it kind of comes easy once you start to working with material.
Okay.
So that's
Okay. So Terry, this same question for you as far as makeup. How do you pick out your makeup? What is it something that just catches your eye? What is the steps that you do to pick out the makeup that you use?
Well, like fashion, you got to consider the seasons. Like, you wouldn't wear black in the winter time. It just don't go together. So I usually go by, okay, for instance, fall. Fall uses a lot of oranges and yellows and reds and creams and stuff like that. So that's how I pick what season it is, the skin tone, the skin color, and go from there.
Okay.
And basically what you have on. So for like a photo shoot, if they have like a certain theme, I gotta consider seasons and all that, hairstyle, what they're wearing, what the photographer wants as well.
Okay. Okay, that sounds great. So Monique, this question is for you. So since you do have curvology and like you said, tell me again what's the word that you use for women? Because it's not plus size. You don't believe in using plus size, right?
Size sexy.
Size sexy. I like that. Okay, so speaking of size sexy, what materials is difficult that you've noticed that you have to use? Because of course, it's a sexier size. That's the word that I'm going to use. It's a
Size
sexier
sexy.
size. So, what materials do you find that's difficult to use?
Anything that has no stretch.
Okay. Right.
It has to have some form of stretch in it. I've had jeans, like you said, it may say 14, 15, and I'm like, for who? Because it has no stretch in it.
Okay.
It's just, it has to have stretch in it. I'm not going to say
Okay.
all spandex, but I'm, I would say stretch.
Okay. Okay. So, Danita, this question is for you, and that's actually falls under the line of using material with your earrings. You know, you have to have different material when you do it. What's your eye? What stands out for you when you do your jewelry line?
Um, I try to target everyone, from 8 to 12-year olds, to 16 to 18-year olds, and 20 and beyond. I try to target a conservative woman as well as the one that's happy-go-lucky and fancy-free. The materials that I use are basically scraps. Anything that's trash to somebody else is treasure for me.
Okay.
I will turn it into something. Um, if you have a ruined blouse or a ruined pair of pants that have bleach splatter on them, I could turn those into something and make accessories with you to go with something else. And I'm just enjoying it. It's fun. It's very therapeutic, and that's how people give me things. They donate to me. They ruin things. What can you do?
Right, exactly. I actually
And
got some earrings from you at one time,
yeah,
and they were totally sharp. They were made out of jean material, and I
and
love them.
gold gowns.
I think you told me
And
that. Yes.
everything, and what I'm enjoying about making my jewelry is that not only do I individually make every piece by hand myself, I could tell you where it came from. I could tell you who gave me the material. I could tell you the story
It's a
behind
history behind it.
the pieces that I make.
Okay.
So it's just fun, and I'm enjoying it.
Okay, great. Jackie, one person in your life that has influenced you to, or inspired you as well to do fashion. Just one person.
On a
Name them.
personal level
Yes.
or a professional level?
Either one.
I definitely professionally would call Coco Chanel my mentor.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Out of the ashes, literally, it comes that blossom, and that's sort of where I am in my world. And then personally, I would say my mother and my children always inspire me to keep going when I'm tired and done, and my husband who watches the kids so that I can keep going when I'm tired and done.
Oh, great. Okay. So, Tamir, this next question is for you. Um, who do you think, and I know all you ladies have to, I know it's somebody that you know. Who do you think that is competition out here? And I mean, it could be on a professional level, someone like she just mentioned Coco Chanel. Who is the best competition do you think that's out here now?
In Akron or just,
Wherever, to you, in your mind, who do you think?
I would say my greatest competition would be myself or my daughter, because I put everything in her. So everything that I know, she knows. And so I would think she would be my competition because she would know how I think. She would know what I would do next. So or I would know me. I would be my greatest competition also,
Okay.
because I want to be better than I was yesterday. So I'm competing against that yesterday girl. So yeah, my greatest competition is me and my daughter, because she knows me. She's the closest to me, and then me, because I'm the closest to me.
I love that answer. That is a great answer. Tracy, this question is for you. How do you stay up on the latest fashions? What do you do in order to stay up on the latest fashion?
Um, surfing the net, going to Magic, reading magazines, just hanging out with my cousin Rich. Anything and everything that's fashion, just breathing in.
Okay. So, speaking of that, we have a huge fashion week coming up. And I am proud to be the host of this. I'm very excited. I'm excited for all six of you ladies. And I know it's going to be a success. With that being said, um, just tell us a little bit about the show. Give us some information about the show, where they can purchase tickets, what days, exact days, and also Monique, I want you to give information about the pageant as well. So you can go ahead.
Micah Stevens Fashion Week runs concurrently with Dangerous Curves Fashion Week, sponsored by Curvology. And our Fashion Week starts September 24th and runs through October 2nd. We have our first show, which is Cadazzle, a youth fashion extravaganza, which is September 24th. at 6 o'clock at the Quality Inn and Conference Center at 2940 Chenoweth Road. And we have the finale, which is October 2nd, is going to be held at the venue banquets, I'm sorry, at 10 Talmadge Circle. And the doors will open at 6 o'clock and we'll start the show at 7. Right after the show, we will have a trunk show, which showcases further the designers, and we will have musical performances by Soka Hilton, Jay Dunja, and Grammy Award winning Dave Tolliver. Tickets for all shows can be purchased at www.micahstevens.fw.com/tickets.html.
Okay. Hand the microphone to Monique real quick because I want you to talk just a little bit about the pageant and what people can expect. So let the audience know just about the pageant.
The pageant is So You Think You Got Curves pageant and competition. Basically, again, we're embracing. Basically, we want women to embrace their curves. Whatever size that you are, we have women with sizes 8 to 22, and pretty much, I want everybody to just understand that just love who you are and embrace yourself. So that pageant will actually be September 25th. It's a Sunday at the venue banquets, again at 10 Circle, and those tickets are $15 in advance. And that's pretty much what we're doing with the show. Check
Okay.
it out.
That sounds great. Hand that microphone back to Tracy. Ladies, I'm gonna tell you something. You don't get this often, and you guys know that, us being here in Akron. You don't have a panel of ladies that you really can sit down and discuss fashion with. You want to get this information out there to the audience because to me, I think it's huge. And with that being said, we're gonna close the show, but I want to ask you this question because, girl, you have really put something together that is unique and it is going to be the bomb. You know, people are not understand the audience. I want you to understand. This is going to be a very huge event and we want you guys to come out and support it. And Tracy, with that being said, how are you just feeling? Just are you overwhelmed? I mean, because there has to be a lot, girl, that you are putting together, and you are doing a fantastic job. And I know these ladies have been helping as well, and we appreciate you. But how are you feeling just overall putting this huge
I'm
event together?
I'm really excited, but I have, these ladies behind me, so it's hard to be overwhelmed. Monique and I talk every day, even though we are branding two different shows. We run them together so that we can support each other. And we're going to do it every year. Dangerous Curves Fashion Week, Micah Stevens Fashion Week, they'll be held together. But we're just excited. I'm excited, and I assume that they are too.
They
These
are.
are the
They
same ladies. They've had my back before Micah Stevens Fashion Week. They're there when nobody else comes to the show, or I'm just thinking of doing something crazy like a trunk show. Akron's a little slow, so they don't know about trunk shows.
they're
So
gonna know now,
I
though.
mean, it's been
They're gonna
Terry,
know now.
Tamara, myself, my cousin Rich, and whoever else. We're at the trunk show. We might be the only ones there. The models still walk and do their thing. We sit back and we drink the wine, eat the sushi or whatever. But we're just looking to put Northeast Ohio, particularly Akron, on the map as a fashion center and to bring an awareness to the center, to Akron. But it's been some amazing things because I'm not sure how Jackie found me, but she did. And I'm grateful to have her
Great,
magazine as our
Jackie.
media sponsor. We have even a designer coming from China. I haven't seen anyone come internationally into Akron for a fashion show
That's huge.
before. But, we have Jill Jiang. She's coming. And we have a diverse, line of models as well.
Great. I'm excited again. Good luck to you, ladies. But I'll be on this journey with you guys. I'm excited to see how it's going to pan out. And audience, I want you to come out and support Michael Stevens Fashion Week. I want you to support these ladies individually of their craft and what they do because they're great. I love them 100%, girls. I mean, it's huge, and people need to know that. And with that being said, this is Cheryl Elisa for Urban Akron. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you next week.